Yeah, just great job by our team tonight, bouncing back after that tough ball game on Tuesday, and played really well. Some big hits, and Zach Root pitched extremely well. Just filled up the zone, mixed four pitches, and still throwing the ball in mid 90s in the his last inning in the eighth inning. He was still 94, 95 when he wanted to, and uh, yeah, just a really good win on the road at a tough place.
Hutch, get it going.
Yeah, Dave. Cam Kojal had a really big game today, and coming back to his home or his former school. Just kind of, what did you see out of him? Did you get any notice? Like, did you notice any added motivation for him going back?
Well, not really. I mean, I'm sure there was, but he didn't show it. Um, I was in with the hitters meeting today, and he didn't act any different than he normally does. And at the field, seemed normal. We talked to him about it in the last day or two, just try to keep his emotions intact and, play the game. And he did a great job doing that, I feel like.
And you mentioned Root being as good as he was, but also you brought in Jimenez there in the bases loaded jam. What did you make of the way he got out of that? And I'm guessing he didn't throw, but maybe like three pitches. I guess he's good to go for another one of these games this weekend.
Yeah, he threw first pitch fastball they were taking, it looked like, and then second pitch threw his best pitch. It was a kind of a cutter downer, really nice. It's third pitch, we wanted it to be the same type pitch, but he left it up and they lined out. And then we went in and scored, I think, three more runs. So we just thought, hey, we might need him again tomorrow or Sunday. And uh, I brought in Carter, and Carter threw great. I mean, he was throwing 96, 97 miles an hour, dotting it up pretty good through a hard slider. And only threw 13 pitches, I think, so we could bring him back as well.
Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, hey Dave, on Zach, what's he done well the last 2 weeks? Ole Miss a shorter start. He's given you a lot of length the last 2 weeks. What's been different?
Well, he has a breaking ball again. He had all his pitches tonight. Last week he had a breaking ball. Ole Miss didn't have a breaking ball. Everything was up. Just had a bad outing. It happens every now and then, but just doing what he does, four pitch mix, and was ahead a lot. Even when he got behind, he kind of caught back up and made him swing the bat. Wasn't trying to just strike everybody out, and just let his defense work, and they did a great job for him. But just doing what he does, he pitches.
Thompson was really efficient for Vanderbilt the first couple of innings. I think he got through him in 26 pitches, and then I think his pitch count was like at 72 by the end of the fourth. What do you think your offense did well over those 2 innings?
Well, the first and second inning, he just came at him with fastballs, got ahead, and got him out. And third inning, I think did we get a leadoff home run on it with two strikes, Oppo, and then it was just hitter after hitter was just fouling off pitches and working the count. And we didn't score again in the third, but we definitely got his pitch count up. And then in the fourth inning, it was just a lot of the same, and got a couple big hits, home run, and uh, yeah, really got his pitch count up after four. Just doing what our offense has pretty much done most of the season is just fight you, and even if you get them out, they they get a little piece of you, so to speak. They wear you down.
With as well as Vanderbilt's been pitching, I mean, 9 runs and 9 hits. I guess that's a big number in any game, but does it feel like a little bit bigger number against a staff like that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It feels like nine to me, and we got some big hits, and we made some nice plays in the field. I mean, the game might have been a little closer than 9-0 actually. So, no, I'm not going to make anything out of it. We just did a great job.
And then last one for me, I mean, there was a lot of red in the stands tonight. Did it feel like a typical road game to you? I mean, it felt like maybe a lot more than what you usually see travel for these road games.
Yeah, I mean, we probably had about as many fans as they did. It was hard to tell. I don't look up there a whole lot, but I know that we had a lot of red. A lot of them there early too. They watched us take batting practice, and some down the first base line, and then in the outfield, both sides. It was kind of neat to see.
Daniel, go ahead.
Yeah, coach. I guess Ryder was the one that kind of broke the seal with the triple. Does his athleticism maybe catch some teams off by surprise?
Oh yeah, I mean he was flying on that triple. The outfielder got tangled up in with the fence down there a little bit. He was playing him deep and over there. When the ball left the bat, we thought it had a chance to get out of the park, and obviously it ended up hitting the fence. Uh, but he was moving. I mean, he made that triple easy, and then when he also grounded out, the shortstop kind of took his time and looked at the ball, looked down, and then realized he had to throw it hard, and he was planning on it. It was bang bang, could have gone either way, and yeah, I think he showed that he can run for a catcher.
And then anything in specific that's led to the increased power for Kozel?
I don't know. I think he had power all along. He's pretty powerful. I mean, he hits balls out of the park when he wants to in batting practice, but it's not all we do is swing for the fence and BP. He's got power. I mean, have you ever shook his hand or maybe felt his biceps? They're pretty big.
All right, Matt Byrne, close this one out, please.
Yeah, hi Dave. What's the perspective for you as a coach when you're going to a tough place to play and it's the last three guys in your lineup that, scrape the first run across?
Yeah, it was really good. Those guys got it rolling for us a little bit, and I think it frustrated Thompson a little bit. And then second time around, here top of the order, fouling off pitches, and we feel good about our lineup 1 through 9. Some guys are hitting higher for batting average or whatever, but we feel like they're all dangerous, and that's a good feeling.
Yeah, and then Zach had a tremendous start. Ran into a little bit of trouble for the ending. I guess what'd you say to him when you went and got him?
Well, I told him he did a great job. I mean, he almost got out of that inning, and there were a couple of pitches that were borderline that could have gone the other way. That I think maybe I don't know. This is the way I look at it from a coach's standpoint. If there's a guy getting after it and he's into the 8th inning and he's pitched away, he's pitched. If there's a 50-50 ball, he needs to get it, and he deserves it. But not saying I haven't looked at it. Maybe one of them was a ball, but there were a couple that could have been strike 3 or at least another strike. Maybe he got out of it. But there's not much you can say. I mean, the guy pitched great, and he was upset that he had to come out of the game without getting that third out there in the 8th. But pitch count hit 100, long season, and it worked out.
And then I guess last one for me, it doesn't really matter much anymore. Just out of curiosity, what did you want to see on that play with Cam turning 2? I think it was the 6th there, the one that went to review with the slide. Or do you want him to just take the out there? Were you fine with him going to second? Just curious.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to have seen him just get the out at first. We had a 5-0 lead. That would have put a runner at second with 2 outs. But the first instinct, is to try to get the lead runner. I think it was their third baseman run. He's faster than I thought he was, and we talked to Cam about that. In that situation, let's just make sure we get an out. Let Zach do his thing. We got confidence he can get that hitter out, and yeah, I'm glad that the call held up. I think the runner slid, might have had his foot in the air a little bit because it was bang bang, definitely.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time.
All right, thanks.